I don't have a huge amount to say about Dead Space Remake, which came out at the start of this year and I've only just got around to now, but it's pretty much the silver standard for remakes. Like, I still think something like the Resident Evil 2 remake is a better remake, but this is pretty close to it. It has the same base gameplay, and adds extra content. Like there's new side missions, areas to explore. You can actually return to previous areas which you couldn't in the first game, and there's some little side quests and I don't want to call them fetch quests, but they're kind of fetch quests of going to areas to find things, to get keys, to open doors and find new loots and treasures and weapon upgrades and stuff like that. If you haven't played Dead Space before, it's definitely worth picking up and playing through because it's still a very good horror game. And I definitely felt more tension playing this and oh, small amounts of fear, I guess. Small amounts playing this that I did even something like Resident Evil 4 Remake this year. The graphics are phenomenal. It's very atmospheric. The lighting is great. The volumetric fog and stuff like that in some rooms when you're in quarantine lockdowns is great. There are some weird graphical glitches from time to time. Some texture pop in, pop out, characters in A poses before you have them start a cutscene. And it's a small thing, but I'm currently in New Game Plus, having finished the game today, because I wanted to have a look at see what the unlock requirements were for getting the hidden ending, and basically you have to play the entire game over again. So I'm not going to bother doing that. But you can't skip cutscenes or voice logs that you've heard. Like when people are having conversations with you, you can't just be like, "Yeah, it's cool. I've played the story. I know how this goes." You have to sit through them. Yeah, could be a little better there. Like I paid, oh, pardon me, I paid £40 for this. Staff discounted down 32, and then I'm gonna get about 25 back for it. So I pay like 15 quid. Yeah, about a fiver, 5 to 10 quid, call it. So it's definitely worth that much. Someday, if it ever goes free on PlayStation Plus, I'll probably pick it up for free and replay the story and get the secret ending and all that stuff because it won't be fresh in my mind for having just played it over the last 3 days. But there's plenty of replay value in here if you like difficult games because there's the impossible game mode where you have to beat the game without dying because it deletes your save file and all that kind of jazz. But I think I'm good with what I enjoyed of it. But yeah, Dead Space is still a good game. Who knew? Oh yeah, everyone who ever played Dead Space. Hopefully, Dead Space 2 comes along at some point because I do think that was the better story and better game. And heck, I'll even take a Dead Space 3 remake at some point so I can play through it again with Halsey. But yeah, it's still good. You haven't played it, you're in for a treat. Thanks for watching.